Somehow my feed has gotten turned into this master health QVC, and I don't like it. It is full of detoxes and patches and vibration plates and red lights and unpuff your whatever self patches, all the stuff. Supplements, gummies, gadgets, gizmos, all of it. The last few days I've actually gone and I've deliberately been liking more dog and puppy stuff so that hopefully my whole feed goes back to being cute puppies. But I'm bringing it up today because if you tried half as hard on the basics as you do chasing fads, you would have already had your results by now. I'll just say it flat out. And I'm not anti tools. That's not what this episode is about, but I am anti skipping the foundation. And when all we're doing is chasing fads, we get stuck in this spiral of like, oh, this might be the thing that I've been missing from my routine that will make all the difference and I'll finally get my results. So then you give it a try. And then weird, it doesn't work. It doesn't fix everything. And then it's like, oh, well, I guess it's me. I'm the issue because it's worked for other people. I've seen it marketed out there. It works for them. Why can't it work for me? It must be my fault. I must be broken. So let me try the next thing. Give me a different solution to try. Do you see the lunacy here? This is insane that we're doing this because it feels productive because we keep trying. We're trying so hard, but we're not doing anything consistently. And that's the huge defining factor of why these fads don't work, and especially jumping from fad to fad to fad. You keep getting something new to do, but you're not doing the boring stuff consistently. And that's where the results come from. And so instead, you keep restarting and restarting and restarting, and you never even get a freaking foundation built. So that's the point of today's episode. Again, nothing against the using tools to help you get healthier. I'm all for it if they actually help the basics. So nothing is going to replace the basics. Nothing really works very well without the basics. Nothing can replace them. So think of these tools, all the fancy gizmos, gadgets, apps, supplements, all the things. Think of them as multipliers of the basics, not the replacements. So it will take the effort that you're putting into the basics and then enhance them and multiply them, but it will not replace the basics if you're not already doing the basics. And I'm sure you know by now because you're listening, the basics are not sexy. They are not fad worthy. They are not shiny, but they are compounding, meaning the more you do them, the more consistently you do them, the more they will compound over time. So imagine this. Imagine if all of the time that you've spent put into researching, looking at, Googling all the things into fads, whether it's fad workouts, fad supplements, fad diets, all the stuff. Imagine if that cumulative time you had spent walking, just walking, you would have already gotten to your results because that time is so much better spent walking than it is researching the next fad or finding out if this viral TikTok workout is the thing that I should be doing. Or what if you protected your sleep? If you safeguarded your sleep as like your sacred time, the same way that you safeguarded your supplement cabinet, like you just swear by this 17-step supplementation procedure that you just like don't mess with it because it's the thing, it's like the holy grail that you need in your plan. What if you treated your sleep like that? Because it is. That's what sleep is. You will, all that stuff that you're hoping to get from the supplements, you would get from sleep if you protected it just as fiercely as you do your supplement cabinet. Just imagine if you did that because you don't need more information on all the stuff that's out there. You just need to do the basics. Move, eat, sleep, repeat over and over and over again. And if the more boring it is, probably the more right it is. The more you are doing it, the more you're crushing it. If it feels mundane and boring, it is doing the work. Those simple boring basics, they are where the work gets put in, not the shiny fad that you try a couple times and it doesn't work and then you try something else. It feels really good in our brain to do that. It feels like progress, but you're not actually making progress. And you know that, and I know that. That's why we stay stuck. Stuck is not the same as progress. Fads are keeping you stuck. Basics make progress. I promise you. And so if you're sitting there thinking, but I need something, I need this thing, I need a gadget, a gizmo, a gadget, I need a something, that is just an excuse that is keeping you stuck. And speaking of excuses, it just so happens I have a free guide called No More Excuses where I walk through, you can pick your excuse that is in your brain and then press play on my podcast episodes where I will coach you through that excuse. And then I just want you to take the next right step. That's the whole goal of the excuse, is to just make it so that you don't let that excuse justify starting over again. So grab the guide. Again, it's free. It is, you just download it, press play, boom, and you can use it, refer back to it anytime your brain tries to convince you that that excuse is valid, because it's not. So you don't need another hack. You just need to rep the basics over and over and over again. That's today's daily bit of fit. Take it and run or walk or stretch. Just go move. That's it for today's daily bit of fit. I'm Coach Mack from Running with Bacon, reminding you that small steps really do add up. Make sure to follow or subscribe so you never miss a bit. And if today's episode hit home, send it to a friend who might need it too. And if you ever want a quick pep talk tailored just for you, DM me on Instagram because I'm always happy to send some encouragement your way. You can find more support and my health coaching resources at runningwithbacon.com or come hang with me on Instagram for some healthy fun. Until next time, keep taking those small steps because you don't need a perfect plan, just a consistent one.